Today we will start our recap on Legendary Twins. This anime begins when we see a carriage speeding down a road. A man is rushing to take his pregnant wife to Villain's Valley to give birth. Whilst traveling he reaches a roadblock and this really concerns him. But he assures his wife that he is in control and just took a wrong turn. Chang continues full speed ahead but the road starts to get really bumpy. This causes his wife to stumble and she drops her box. We then see that they are being chased by someone, and a huge pig is on the road and this forces Chang to stop. He tries to come up with another excuse to tell his wife, but she makes it clear that she knows that they are being targeted and he doesn't need to hide anything, adding that she will stick by him no matter what. We then hear an evil laugh from the forest, and the voice starts mocking them. Chang gets up and shows off his capabilities by cutting the surrounding trees with a single strike, asking the attackers to show themselves. This doesn't faze the attacker as she jumps over the carriage and happily shows herself. Another attacker comes out from below the horses. Chang instantly launches a sword attack, and the attacker catches the sword with his mouth. A massive snake then emerges and tears through the carriage, and then goes to its master. Chang turns around and stands up to the attackers despite knowing how powerful they are. He recognizes them as the infamous 12 Zodiacs. The first attacker is called Si Chen Ku. The second attacker is He Mian-jun, and the most recent attacker is Bai Shi-shen. He asks them why the renowned 12 Zodiacs would attack a random carriage driver. Si Chen-ki laughs and tells Chang to stop pretending, and says she knows he has a priceless asset that she can't let him give up to the 10 great villains. Chang then grabs his swords, showing that he is ready to fight. The attackers mock him as he clearly doesn't stand a chance. Suddenly his wife starts screaming in the carriage, and she tells him that the baby is coming. He Mian-jun laughs and tells Chang not to worry, saying that he will make sure Chang doesn't have to raise it. The 12 Zodiacs start attacking and Chang clashes with them in the air. Chang manages to kill the first, second, and the third attacker, but it was clearly a hard challenge as he crawls in agony. He tries to move closer to his wife and the crying sounds, but life is quickly leaving his body and despite his amazing efforts, he dies with his eyes wide open. We then see that his wife gave birth to twins, but also died in the process. A mysterious man walks past Chang's dead body and takes a look at the twins. He then vows to turn the two brothers against each other. 6 years pass by and we are at Villain's Valley, where we see one of the 10 great villains called Donghua walking over a bridge. He spots a trap below him but still arrogantly activates the trap and dodges the arrows that fly at him, and dodges the objects falling from above. A dead body also falls from above. We then see the stolen twin whose name is Xiao Yu. He is hiding under the dead body and tries to cut his ankle. Donghua avoids the attempt with ease and stands on his arm, telling him that there's been no improvement at all and kicks him off the bridge. When Xiao Yu comes out the water he apologizes to his teacher. However, Donghua doesn't end the punishment and throws him at a door. When he checks what's in the room, a boar charges at him. Xiao tries to get away but Donghua tells him to kill it, and throws him into the room before locking the door. Meanwhile at Moving Flowers Palace, we see a young boy meditating, and this is the twin who was abandoned, whose name is Hua. He is interrupted by a rabbit and a girl chasing it. She begs him to spare the rabbit because animals are forbidden in the palace by the Grand Master. Surprisingly, he just wants to meet the rabbit. When she hands it over, he is fascinated by the rabbit as he has never seen one before. Hua starts petting the rabbit but it jumps out of his hands and the pair start running to catch it. We then see him in the palace, where he greets Lian Xing, who is the second Grand Master. She tells him that he doesn't need to greet her anymore as she sees him as a part of the family. She shows him that she has made him his favorite meal, and he is delighted and starts eating it. We then see the Grand Master of the palace Yao Yui, who asks him if the meat is good, and Hua says yes and instantly greets her. Yao tells her that it's the meat of the rabbit he caught earlier and this stuns him. Yao then tells the second Grand Master to open the window, where we see the young girl frozen. Hua starts to puke and Yao takes the opportunity to give him a lesson, saying that defending the way of the palace must be his priority. We then see Zio in a cauldron recovering from injury, and he complains about how hot and itchy it is. He is surrounded by a few of the 10 great villains, who laugh and tell him that the more itchy and hot the liquid is, the quicker he will be healed. A doctor called Wan Chunlu is approaching, and tells everyone to leave. He tells Xiao Yu to relax and endure the pain, but Xiao Yu insists that he should just kill him so he can meet his parents. The doctor asks how he knows that, and Hua tells him that he just wanted confirmation that they were dead. The doctor feels ashamed that he was so easily tricked, and starts walking away. Xiao Yu is chuckling and the doctor asks why. Xiao Yu says that he has nothing to be sad about, saying that he is lucky in comparison to the person in the secret room. The doctor grabs him and asks how he knows about the secret room. Once again he tells the doctor that he just wanted to know if there was actually a person in the secret room. The doctor is ashamed that he has been fooled twice by the child, but goes ahead and confirms that his parents are dead, telling him that his father's name was Jiang. He is thrilled to find this out and declares his new name is Jiang Xiao Yu. 11 years pass and we see Hua practicing his moves and defeating multiple attackers. We then see his twin brother Xiao Yu hanging upside down from a tree branch. He is once again launching an attack on Donghua to test his skills. Donghua kicks him away with relative ease. Xiao Yu is much more relaxed now and wishes him a good morning. They walk to the door and Xiao Yu is shocked, as today he will have to face a tiger. Donghua throws him into the room once again before locking the door. While Donghua is walking away, Xiao Yu is screaming and Dasha assumes that the tiger is about to kill him. Dasha goes in to help and the tiger launches at him. Xiao Yu follows up the tiger's attack and tries to stab Dasha. They start fighting and it is clear that Xiao Yu has improved astronomically, as he dodges Dasha's attacks with ease. We then see the Grand Master of the Moving Flowers Palace complimenting Hua's skills, and she dismisses him. As he walks away he apologizes to one of the opponents, saying that he had no choice. Xiao Yu's fight with Dasha is still continuing and he is being chased throughout Villain's Valley. Whilst running he starts provoking the other villains and they join in on the fight. They then get told to stop, and Xiao Yu claims to be disappointed and continues to mock them for being weak. The doctor gets his attention and tells him that it's time for him to leave the valley, saying that he is no longer a child. He refuses to leave, but they grab his attention when they tell him that one of the 10 great villains were beaten up by members of the Moving Flower Palace. He is told that they want him to leave the valley and kill the group. Now he changes his mind and wants to leave the valley. He gets thrown some goods and goes to hug Dasha, taking his sword in the process, and walks off with excitement. Simultaneously, Hua is being told by the Grand Master that it's time to leave the mountain and bring justice to the martial world, saying that someone in the 10 villains family killed his mother and that he must kill them all. He is then dismissed from the Moving Flower Palace. But that's where this episode ends. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.